Asian forerunner. Bitcoin fell with the stock market after Fed officials made hawkish comments. Good morning. Hey Race, what's happening? Market moves. Bitcoin fell as US stocks dipped further on hot inflation data. Technicians take. BTC is approaching overbought levels, although pullbacks could stabilize at between $40,000 and $43,000. Catch the latest episodes of CoinDesk TV for insightful interviews with crypto industry leaders and analysis. Bitcoin, $43,807 minus 1.4%. Ether, $3,105 minus 4.1%. Top gainers. Top losers. SP 500, 4,504 to 1.8%. Nasdaq, 14,185 to 2.1%. Gold, $1,826 plus 1%. Bitcoin struggled to remain above $44,000 on Thursday, as U.S. stocks fell further following hawkish remarks by a Federal Reserve official. Responding to a surprisingly high rate of inflation, Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis President James Bullard said he supported raising interest rates by a full percentage point by July, Bloomberg reported. His comments came after the U.S. Labor Department on Thursday reported that the Consumer Price Index for January hit 7.5%, which was higher than what analysts expected earlier. Bitcoin started falling as stock prices fell further from an initial drop earlier in the day. At the time of publication, the oldest cryptocurrency was changing hands at $43,807, down 1.4% in the past 24 hours, according to CoinDesk data. Meanwhile, Ether, the second biggest cryptocurrency, by market capitalization, was down over 4% to $3,105 in the same period. Things like gold and BTC often have a brief drop in hot CPI prints, because the market starts quickly assuming faster rate hikes by the Fed, Alden Schwartzer, the founder of Alden Investment Strategy, explained in her tweet on Thursday. Bitcoin spot trading volume across centralized exchanges also rose on Thursday from a day ago. Trading volume in general was higher than a week ago, based on data compiled by CoinDesk. Bitcoin reverses earlier dip. Resistance stands at $46,000. Bitcoin has traded in a choppy range at between $43,249 and $45,843 over the past 24 hours. Buyers reacted quickly to a nearly 5% price drop early in the New York trading session and maintained short-term support at above $43,000. The next level of resistance is at $46,710, which represents a 38% retracement of the previous 2-month-long downtrend. Buyers could start to exit positions as BTC approaches resistance heading into the Asia trading session. For now, momentum signals are improving on intraday charts, although price action is volatile following the U.S. inflation report. Stronger resistance is seen at $50,000 if buyers sustain short-term momentum. Pullbacks could stabilize in the $40,000 to $43,000 range. 10 a.m. Hong Kong time/Singapore time, Reserve Bank of New Zealand inflation expectation. 3 p.m. Hong Kong time/Singapore time, UK goods trade balance. 3 p.m. Hong Kong time/Singapore time, U.K gross domestic product. 3 p.m. Hong Kong time/Singapore time, UK industrial production. In case you missed it, here is the most recent episode of First Mover on CoinDesk TV. US inflation accelerates to 40-year high. Flow token surges on Beijing 2022 Olympics Winter Games license. First Mover. Hosts spoke with Matthew Job Duval of Dapper Labs for insights into the possible factors contributing to the surge of Flow token. Scott Melker, the Wolf of All Streets, crypto trader, shared his crypto market analysis as the US CPI number jumped to a new 40-year high. Brandon Buchanan, Meta 4 Capital founder and managing partner, shared his views on Web3. Flow tokens surge on Beijing 2022 Olympics Winter Games license. A new play-to-earn mobile game on Flow lets players into the Olympics action from the ongoing Winter Games in Beijing. US inflation hits new 4-decade high of 7.5% in January. Bitcoin traders keep track of the inflation rate because some think of the cryptocurrency as an inflation hedge, and the Federal Reserve's expected response to economic conditions often dictates market direction. Crypto MA surged nearly 5,000% in 2021, PwC report says. The average deal size more than tripled from 2020 to $179.7 million. Ransomware payments are getting bigger as hackers shift focus to larger targets. Chainalysis. New research from blockchain surveillance firm Chainalysis shows that ransomware gangs are getting more sophisticated. Fitch downgrades El Salvador to CCC weeks before Bitcoin bond issue. Concerns over ability to service debt, concentration of power in the presidency, and adoption of Bitcoin as legal tender drove the downgrade. Caitlin Long's Wyoming crypto bank takes a step toward Fed membership. It's no guarantee of Fed approval, but Avanti Bank now has a routing number through the American Bankers Association. For unanswered questions about the Bitfinex hack, even after high-profile arrests, we don't have the full story behind the $4.6 billion crypto heist. Today's Crypto Explainer, Crypto Trading 101, Bull and Bear Flag. Other voices. The DOJ's $3.6 billion Bitcoin seizure shows how hard it is to launder crypto. To some extent, crypto is playing by a new set of rules. It stands opposed to corporate and government power in trying to give people the ability to interact directly in a peer-to-peer fashion. It's sold out a bit, giving an inch here and there for profit. It's surrounded by rulemakers. It's been forced to capitulate, sometimes. For the industry to progress, gaming studios need to look backward to legacy developers. I don't think that just because Avanti has a routing number necessarily means they'll get a master account, but it's typically a first step. You have to have a routing number before you can get a master account. Retailers and analysts predicted that the bulk buying in the early days of the pandemic, when supplies of many goods were constrained, would subside once people returned to work, stores were able to restock and vaccinations became widespread. Instead, Americans continue to stockpile food and household goods.